What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive weapon overview video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultimate Blast Buster. Alright, so here we're taking a look at the Ultimate Blast Buster, and I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's perfect for someone like me who likes Buster type weapons, so let's get into the skills for this weapon. First up, we have the Berserk Shot, which is quite interesting. Gain a Berserk Shot status that cannot be removed, which is very, very important when hitting a target in mid-range or above. So that means in mid-range to long-range. Now, that's kind of interesting because this weapon naturally doesn't have long range. However, you can kind of trigger long range if you fire while moving and move out of the way. Like if you move out of range, like you would still trigger the the long range through that way. So that's why it says mid range or above. And I believe the laser might actually have a bit longer range than the regular shots, but we'll get into that later. However, this skill consumes 100% more energy, so this this doubles the cost of your ammo you use for this as well, but it also doubles the multiplier of your shots. So we go back and take a look at this. This goes from 34 to 64% attack damage per shot, which is cool. I forgot how much ammo this has naturally because I upgraded mine. Just see I have all the passives here, so we're gonna. I don't remember how much it has at base. All right, I had to check. It had 30 at base, which is quite nice. So yeah, double the attack damage. However, it uses twice as much ammo. So you might notice when you're using the Ultimate Blast that sometimes you will go into the negatives. That is why, because of the Berserk Shot status. While that's active, you use double the ammo. It goes on a 10-second cooldown, so it's not up, 100% uptime. Following that, we have attack increase, not bad. Increase attack by 63 when equipping this weapon. We have complete penetration, which is fantastic. Allows complete passage through landscape and barriers. That is very, very good. We all know what that does. If you don't know what that does, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It just ignores terrain. It's really good. Much like Decide's Will, Cannon God, and some other weapons. We have Laser Overload. When attacking, there's a chance to launch an additional laser that will ignore terrain, dealing damage over time to all targets in range. This effect will be triggered once after a 3-second cooldown. Now, this is kind of akin to Dive Armor X's Charge Shot, as it fires the laser, and if you're within range of that, you'll take continuous damage while you're in that laser cone. However, you're not in the continuous damage status. It's just like a small cone, or not a cone, a small like cylinder from the Buster, and if you're in that, you'll take some damage. Next up, we have improved energy shot, increase the rate of fire and energy by 15%. Whatever it means to fire faster, that's what this does. I don't know if if that lowers the rate of fire or if that raises it. I've said this before, but like in my head, higher rate of fire should mean that I fire more frequently, but I don't think that's what that means. I think I have it reversed. It makes it fire faster. Increase energy by 15%, so you get 34 ammo, so that's quite nice there. And finally, with Ultimate Liberation. Laser Overload hits a target. The target will become immobile. The shot will have tracking effect. The shot and the laser overload will still auto aim in a state of confusion, or automatic aim is turned off in the settings. So this right here, this just basically gives it Decide's Will passive, just inherently that Decide's Will has. But on top of that, this makes it so that the shots home in on whatever you're locked onto, which is great. And this is kind of how you can cheese the long range with it, because they can kind of home in a little bit. So you might notice once you unlock Ultimate Liberation, your shots, instead of your shots might curve to kind of chase something instead of just like shooting directly at it if you might miss. So that's really good. And you have Immobilize. It's not true mobilize, but you know what? If a weapon had true mobilize, I think that'd be a little too much there. Next up, the hidden skills, because we got the update for the hidden skills. The hidden skills, like the rest of the DNA on global, we have Power Enhancement, increase the damage of Laser Overload by 30%. Oh wait, actually, did it? Okay, I had to pull up the wiki real quick because the wiki does have this information. has about a 50% chance to shoot the additional laser, which is very high, and I feel like that kind of lines up with about how often I get the laser off of this. And it deals 74% attack damage, which is quite nice there as well. So this will increase that by 30%. We have a mobilized special attack. When you target mobilized status, increase damage deal by 14%, which is not bad because inherently you do have access to immobilize with this, and then depending on the character you use, you might have access to immobilize as well. Have mid-range adaptability. Reduce damage taken by 12% when hit with a mid-range attack. And you have no weapon resistance, and that's no weapon resistance. It's not really much else to say about that. You're likely not having this unless you roll it unintentionally. Like you roll this the first thing you get, and you don't have any more patches, and you're just like, oh, I didn't really want that. That kind of sucks. But that's basically it for the Ultimate Blast. So if you are going to pull for this, you can go ahead and do it now. Now, should you pull for this? Yeah, probably. This is a fantastic weapon. One of the best weapons to pick up, especially if you're a Buster user. I love this weapon. However, this is a limited weapon, so you can only get it from the limited weapon banners. So if you don't get it now, you're gonna have to wait till one of those comes back around. Or maybe we'll get the boxes like we got in the Taiwan version. There's a chance of you getting one of these. But we're also at the point where the limited weapons are really, really good. You might notice this Buster looks very familiar. It's Dive Armor XS Buster. The next few limited weapons we get will be based off of Dive Armor characters, and they're really, really good. Really, really good. So, yeah, I definitely recommend pulling for this weapon. The only way I would recommend, like, really not pulling for it is, I guess, if you don't like Busters, you don't plan to use Busters, that's really it. Other than that, like, I just use this weapon all the time, to be quite honest now. I used it a lot in here, and way too much in Arena, apparently. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, fantastic weapon. Definitely go ahead and pull for it if you have the resources to do so. However, you might want to hold off, because there's whispers of very nice things I know a lot of people are excited for in the near future. But if you do have 10k EMs to spare, so that wouldn't put you to below 25,000 EMs, go ahead and go for it. Like I said, fantastic weapon. You will not regret getting this unless you don't like Buster weapons. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll channel so you can go show me enjoying the content. Quick shout out to my deep channel members and my patrons. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.